and up, back, up, back. If you have a lot of energy and you can really do this well, you can be lifting. I will show you how you can lift. So you can really lift into it. Up, back, up, back. Slowly, with control. Up, back. And I'm talking about slowly. That's why I'm giving you time to do this. Up, back, up, back, up, back. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself for day 3. So just relax, bring your knees in. That's how far you can take this movement. But I don't want you to think that I'm using my neck to do this. I'm extending through my chest. So it's a back apple movement. Getting my knees back to where they were. Okay, up. You see, sometimes I have to push my legs out to get them going. But there's a lot of core and there's a lot of full core. You'll be feeling full core use. Okay, bring your knees in, give them a hug. Let's cross over on our ankles, hold into the feet. And let's work ourselves way over, hands down, jumping back to the floor. Because we've done so much round core movement, I want you to stretch your hands out to the corners of the mat, to the corners of the feet, corners of the bottom of your mat. And let's have a big stretch. Use everything and release. Once more, use everything, stretch it out and down. Place your hands down and work onto those knees. So we're working to our little bit of our head balance, which is, you've worked your core so nicely. So we're going to work into our head balance, which is our Bakasan. Those who know what they are doing, you're going to go into it right away. Those who are a bit skeptical, you can work against the wall. But please make sure, we're just going to go to the first stage. The first stage, if you're going all the way up for the more advanced people, you're going to hold the first stage for at least a minute. Bear with me, just at least a minute. Okay, so let's go into it. Grab your blankets. Make sure your foundation has a nice triangle, very important. So your elbows at the bottom, your hands, and you make that triangle. That triangle must be able to be seen. Also making sure that, let me tuck me in. Okay. Also making sure that your head is correctly placed, that your neck is nicely extended, and that the core is really being utilized. So, placing your head down, pulling the elbows in, lengthening through the back. I'm just going to the halfway mark, making sure that you're nice and lengthened in it. So you're not rounding to come back, you're lengthening, feet together. And you're just going to hold it there for a bit. So just hold it. So hold. So the difference for today's class, I want you just to hold it there, and I want you to really push into the knees. To come down, I want you to focus on balance and pushing down and leaning back, and see if you can lean back and slowly lift yourself dropping down. That's all I'm working on today. So just a little bit extra to move on to. I want you to feel the weight distribution. So everything's got to do a lot of balance. Remember, balance comes from the core. So that is the little bit extra I want you to work on. If you want to work on to working into it from here, you're welcome to. But from the floor. And then slowly working on sort of straight back and lengthening backwards, coming back down. So exactly how I went back, I can go forward, lengthen my neck, stretch it out, and working down. So let's just do that again, lengthening back. Last one I'm doing. And lengthening forward. Just release both fists underneath your head. And you're done. Okay. Next, we're working straight on to our next pose, which is, time just flies when we're having fun. Okay, which is our Lolasana variations. So if you want to, you can grab yourself 2 blocks. And we're going to slowly work into our Lolasana. Alright, so Lolasana is a fantastic pose because it's a pendulum pose. And it's a great way, you'll notice we have been started working in our back slightly here, getting that core a little bit stronger, and that's really where we want it to come from. We don't want to really work it out of the shoulders. We want to work it really from that Hulk pose, if that makes sense. So we're going to come onto our knees. Okay, Virasana, knees, but the difference is going to bring the knees, the feet together, which is very different. And you can use your tins or your blocks and your places next to you. And when you just start with the simple thing of having your hands next to you and just leaning yourself down. So when you're here, I want you to tighten your core onto your thighs. That is your most important thing. You can cross one foot over the other, or you can stay, the more advanced pace is to stay with your feet next to one another. You feel where you are. If you want to rather start off with your feet over, start with your feet over. And you're going to start to slowly see if you can bring your knees up with the core. So you're lifting up. And it's not really the shoulders and everything that's lifting. Even if I held my elbows down, because then I'm not doing as much, I want to feel how I can pull with my core to lift up. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, my arms are so weak. I don't want your arms doing it. I want your core holding your knees up, if that makes sense. So, even if you're just doing this, pulling with a core to lift up, because then you're not really utilizing the arms as much. I want you to, it's a great way, if you have got your blocks, you can do it like this. That is really your apple working. I love the apple. I want you to feel how you can pull and place these on there, alright? Because that's the idea, is to try and get them to stay here. You want to strap it up. You can actually strap yourself in here. It's an idea. So if you have a proper strap, or you need someone to tie you in, you could actually take your strap, or you could tie yourself into a little hole. Okay. So there I can be strapped up. There I'm in it. Okay, so that's really your Lolasana, if you want to do it that way. There is different ways of doing it. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so I want you to play with these ideas of how you can get yourself a little bit more strapped up. But the idea is for you really to work a core and to gain the core feeling of lifting up your thighs to your chest. So just keep working with it, keep playing with it. I'll give you a little moment more. The idea really, there's a lot of leaning forward, and I must just tell you that. It's not about sitting up here and trying to get the knees up to there. It's not really about that, it's really about leaning forward and stretching into it. I want you to really work with that. That is the most important thing. Okay, a nice relief from that. I'll give you a moment more. Actually, we don't have much of a moment more. Just carry on. Keep going. I'll tidy up my mess to give you a moment more. Okay. And then now you can tidy up, and let's go into a down dog. So just stretch out into your down dog. Lengthen into it. Extend. A great relief. Just lift up the right leg. Step it forward. Far, far, far forward. Stretch out. A great relief for the pose. Lift the back leg, placing down Your left hand, right hand goes back, just stretch it out because you need that big stretch of the body. A little bit of a twist will do you well now. If you can't hold that foot, it's fine, or you can use a strap. Just stretch it out. And then placing down both hands back into your down dog, stretch it out. Then step forward, left, open through the chest. Placing down, right, dropping, work it over. You might feel you just need this opening up. There's a lot of pulling in, you just need to open and have a good stretch into it. Okay, and release. Alright, let's bring our feet forward and take a seat. Bring your knees in, sit up nice and tall, and we'll slowly start finishing off. So we've got a lot to do on our day 3. You better join me, be a little bit more advanced, to just keep up and you do what you can. It'll be a lot of fun. Roll yourself down, bring your knees to your chest, rock from side to side. Fantastic movement. Place the feet onto the floor, close to your buttocks. Okay, let's place hands down, let's just lift up for a moment. Stretch it up, clasp the hands behind the back, lift, stretch, have a good stretch here. Then take the hands out, slowly work the hips down towards the heels, round the back so if you're dropping down, you're making your back nice and flat to the floor. Release the shoulders, clasp the hands behind the head, drop your knees to the right side, right foot, left knee, turn your head to the left. Nice deep breaths. Place your right foot down, knees up, drop to the left side, left foot, right knee, turn your head to the right. And place back down that foot. Let's release your hands, bring your knees in, give your knees a hug, rock from side to side. A nice happy baby, happy, happy, knees to the armpits, feet flexed. Yeehaw. And then just have a stretch, whatever direction you feel like you need to stretch, stretch it out. And then take your right leg, right corner, left leg, left corner, shoulders back and down, palms up, chin slightly in. Close your eyes. And remember, please, I need you to relax after this time. It's very, very important. A little saying by Rumi, let silence take you to the core of life. And may there be peace to the north, peace to the south, peace to the east, peace to the west, peace above, peace below, peace within, and peace without, and most importantly, peace with you and your family. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.